Welcome back to Gitterland High School for the second half of tonight's matchup between the Dutchmen and the Columbia Blue Devils. Jason Sindoni joins me for the second half. I'm Jason Polatsky.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
As we get ready for the second half, Dutchmen up 32-19. Dutchmen have done a phenomenal job so far early on in this game. Andrew Cisco leads the team with 12 points. Andrew Bure has provided a nice spark off the bench with 7 of his own. Columbia will get the ball to begin the second half, and we're underway. Noah Schwenzfehler takes it to the right wing. He gets it up top to Jarrett Fortin, number 32, who gets it to the left wing to Justin Luther, whose three is nothing but the bottom of the net.
Let me tell you, Luther's been doing really good tonight. He's been hitting a lot of outside shots, getting to the foul line, and he's been scoring a lot of points for this Columbia team, so they really got to watch out for him.
Moore drives. He gets to Cisco. Cross court to Henderson. Back to Moore in the corner. To Cisco on the block. Cisco's turnaround is in and out. Wine and Marinopoulos are the other two on the court for the Dutchman. Luther to Adams. Adams bringing it back around. He gets it back to Luther. To Fortin on the right. To Schwenzfehler. 13 on the shot clock. Schwenzfehler drives. He dishes it down to number 4, Wiz Goodman. Goodman's first action of the evening, beginning the second half.
Let me tell you, that was a really good passing sequence right there. They got a lot of guys open, in for an easy basket instead of anything too complicated.
Dutchmen turned the ball over, and after 5 early points from Columbia, they look to begin the half on an easy 7-8-0 run. Schwenzfehler on the right wing. He drives it in the lane. He tries to dish it to Goodman. Goodman not expecting it. Tries to save it in between his legs, but the ball is out of bounds.
Very good hustle there by Goodman. It was definitely a very tough situation. A lot of really good defense by the Dutchmen, especially Henderson and Cisco. They really played good inside the paint, both offensively and defensively this game.
Mike Wine takes the ball off the court. He gets it to Henderson. Henderson tries to get to Marinopoulos, but it's turned over by Adams, who gets up to Schwenzfehler. Schwenzfehler's layup is good. And Coach Mike Parks wants a timeout. So we're not even 2 minutes into this third quarter, and Columbia has cut the deficit to only 6. They're off to a 7-0 run.
Let me tell you, a really good comeback by Columbia right now. They were down by 13 at half, and they are really doing good. They're really focused this quarter. As we've seen, Gildan has been really on top this season, and Columbia really wants to prove that they can beat them tonight.
Columbia coming in the heavy underdogs at 0-2, while the Dutchmen have put up 2 impressive victories, one over CBA, the other over Schenectady. 2 dominant games by Andrew Cisco, as we've talked about a lot tonight. Someone we've yet to see here a lot in the third quarter. He had 17 points and 12 boards against CBA, and an even better game against Schenectady where he had 30 and 19. Wide takes the ball up the court. He gets it to Morin on the right wing. Morin dribbles with the left, spins back to the right, and gets to Wine on the left. Wine to Henderson in the corner. Henderson drives baseline. He kicks it out to Morin at the top of the three. His three is off the mark.
Let me tell you, Morin's been a pretty good three-point shooter this game, but still not finding his touch here tonight.
Columbia too aggressive on the fast break. Mike Wine and one. And Andrew Cisco just drew technical foul for hanging on the rim.
Let me tell you, very unsmart move right there. Cisco's important. As we all know, he is the big center. He's been scoring the most points here tonight, and it looks like he's going to be doing that for most of the season, and he can't let those silly little things give him technicals that could put him out of the game a lot easier.
So Cisco went to follow up the Mike Wine shot and hung on the rim just a little bit too long. So Columbia will get the technical free throw. Mike Wine will get a free throw first after the and one on the fast break. His free throw is off the mark. So they'll come back to the other end of the court where Justin Luther will take a free throw. And then Columbia will get the ball after the technical. Mike Parks telling Cisco to take a seat as Kevin Green will check into the game. The technical free throw is good, and we see Green check in now.
Let me tell you, it's been a little strange watching them at the foul line today. They've missed a lot, and a lot of missed free throws are going to be really important. They could really bring their average points per game down, and it's just going to be it's going to be really tough if they can't make their foul shots.
So Luther's 2 technical free throws are good, and Columbia will take the ball side out of bounds, where Luther takes the inbounds against to Fortin at the top of the key. Fortin gets to Schwunzfehler on the left wing. He puts up a pump fake and drives to the key, and they're going to call a foul on the floor on Mike Henderson. Interesting foul call there, as Henderson seemed to be staying with the defender at his hands up. Don't exactly know where the foul was there. So Columbia will take the ball on the baseline out of bounds.
Let me tell you, Henderson's had a couple of these tonight. I'm not sure what's going on, but he has 3, so he's got to be careful.
Adams takes it at the top of the key. He gets to Schwunzfehler. Schwunzfehler tries to find the open man. Goodman sets the screen. Schwunzfehler takes a 3 and hits. Columbia on a huge run to begin the half, 12-2. Line gives it to Henderson on the left wing. Henderson takes a couple dribbles, kicks it to Morin on the right wing. Morin's 3 is off the mark. Justin Morin cannot get it going tonight, as he is only 2 for 6 from the field.
Let me tell you, it is surprising. I mean, the last home game he was here, he got 4 out of 5 in the first quarter. Now he can't even make 4 tonight.
Luther puts up a shot. He can't get it to go. And they're going to call a over the back on George Marinopoulos. Some one-sided calls here going against the Dutchman. That's Marinopoulos' first foul of the evening.
Fouls are definitely going to kill the Dutchman right here, right now. It's only halfway through the third quarter, and they have 3 team fouls. Definitely got to be careful if they get into the bonus.
Schwunzfehler on the three-point line takes it up top to the left wing. He drives into the lane. Henderson tips it. Morin going for the ball. Schwunzfehler falls on him and fouls him. That's Schwunzfehler's third foul, I should say. Excuse me, not second. So the Dutchman will take it out of bounds. Dutchman had a fair second halftime lead, up 35-19, which was quickly, or 25-19, excuse me, which was cut down. It's only 34-31 now, but Mike Wine has something to say about that, and he hits a 3.
Let me tell you, Mike Wine's been doing really good behind the arc. Already made 2 threes tonight, and he shows that he's a very good multi-dimensional player.
Columbia looking for an open option here as Adams takes it, gets to Luther. He tries to dump it off to Goodman, but Goodman can't hold on.
As said again, very good defense by the Dutchmen. They've showed many, many times again how they are able to prevent the ball from getting into Columbia's hands. That keeps them from getting less possessions and more points for the Dutchmen. They've done a really good job.
We see the sophomore Nasir Harris check in for his first action tonight for Columbia. Kevin Green got it in the paint and was fouled by Harris. No shot. So the Dutchman will take the ball on the baseline, up 37-31. Mike Wine will take it and get to Marinopoulos in the corner. Marinopoulos drives. He just dumps off to Wine at the top. Wine resets and fakes the handoff to Morin and passes up to Henderson. Henderson to a wide open Morin. Morin can't get the layup, but he gets the offensive rebound.
It's definitely tough missing those layups. Very silly mistakes cause for greater impacts later in the game. Those are straightaway easy layups, and if you can't make them, it's definitely hard to win a game.
Morin at the free throw line. Hits the first free throw. Justin Morin up to 7 points this evening. The senior seen a huge increase in minutes. Coach Mike Parks said something he wanted Morin to work on in the offseason was his defense. He saw a huge improvement in that. So Morin has seen an uptake in minutes as he's seen his defensive level increase on the floor. Harris in the corner gets it up top to Luther. To Goodman at the top of the key. Goodman puts up pump fake and drives. Off the top of the glass, can't get it to go. Right into Morin's hands. Here comes Mike Wine. Wine up the court. Left to right move to Henderson. Henderson to Morin on the left wing. Back up top to Wine at the top. To Marinopoulos. To Henderson in the corner. Henderson goes baseline. The up and under off the top of the glass. Mike Henderson's first points of the evening.
Let me tell you, Henderson is very good ball handler. He's very skilled. He knows how to get inside, how to move, and he really knows how to get around without the ball in his hands.
Dutchman lead by 10 here as Harris takes it up, and Henderson with a very, very, very bad decision to foul, as that is his fourth of the evening.
Let me tell you, that's going to cost Henderson. He only has one more to give, and he is out of the game. It's definitely tough with so much time remaining in the game, so he's definitely got to watch it if he is ever put back in on the court.
Henderson, a smart player, just made a stupid decision there as Harris tried backing him down the wing, and he just reached around and didn't get the ball and got the foul. Harris now has Wine on him. He gets stuck at the top of the key and gets it to Adams. Adams tries to dish it into Goodman, but it went off right off Justin Morin's foot. So Columbia will take it out of bounds. Here, they get it inbounds to Luther. Luther at the top of the key. Goes to the left. Still looks for an open man. He tries to get it inside to Fortin. It was tipped by a Dutchman defender and out of bounds. Here comes Luther into the paint. Luther can't get it to go. Jump ball.
Let me tell you, great hustle by Bower. He's really been showing. He's been very aggressive tonight, getting really good possessions, and I think he's just been showing that he is a much more dynamic player.
Dutchmen own the possession area there, so they take it on their own baseline, get it up into the front court. Mike Wine on the left wing. Gets it to Morin at the top of the key to Boeri on the right wing. He gets up to Wine. Dutchman looking to pass the ball around here, not really rushing a shot. Morin dump off to Wine. Wine tries to drive on Harris, and he just slips, loses it out of bounds, and it's a Columbia ball. Mike Wine trying to take advantage of the inexperience of Nasir Harris, the sophomore there. Harris has not seen a ton of action so far this season. So Wine just try to take advantage of the physicality advantage he has on Harris. Fortin, the turnaround, gets to go.
Let me tell you, really good job by Fortin. He's also been a very big contributor to Columbia, making a lot of shots and really been helping out with the offense.
Boeri drives baseline. And Fortin tried to step in, draw the charge. Couldn't get it, and it's going to be a blocking foul. They're going to call on Wiz Goodman before the contact. So the Dutchman will took it out of bounds, and Wine will take it on the right wing. Set up a play. Up 8 here with a minute to go in the third quarter, not looking to rush anything. Marinopoulos dribbles at the top of the key, hands off to Morin. Morin trying to break down his defender, gets it to Wine. Wine with 15 on the shot clock. Looking for the screen from Green. Puts a crossover on his defender, drives the lane, and gets the foul. Mike Wine showing off his handles there. Gets the foul on Fortin. Fortin's third foul of the night.
Let me tell you, this is why Mike Wine is a point guard. He is very good dribbling, especially through multiple defenders. He knows how to break the defense down no matter how big the defenders are, and he just knows how to put the ball in play, create possessions, and get the job done.
Number 22, Tucker Zwanka, looks to get his first action here for Columbia after Wine hits his first free throw. And his second one goes around and out. So Mike Wine remains at 12 points tonight. Swanka tries to hand it off to Luther. Boeri with a phenomenal save to Moore, who got to Wine. Dutchman try to get the fast break. Nothing there. Let's see if they try to get it again. Moore in the wide open three from the corner. Can't get it to go.
Orange still not hitting his threes, and that's kind of tough because, as he's shown, he's only one-dimensional trying to hit the threes. He's got to be more productive.
Luther tried to take it into the paint and get the layup. Marinopoulos tried to step in for the charge, but Marinopoulos gets the blocking foul. Maybe a knee-to-knee collision there between Luther and Marinopoulos, as Luther seems to be in a little bit of pain as he steps to the free throw line.
Let me tell you, this is similar to what happened to Cisco. You know, hurt his leg and ended up being put out for a while. So it's definitely, you definitely got to watch out when in contact with defenders, because key players could be out, and that could really cause a great effect in the game.
Luther can't hit either free throw. So Dutchman will take possession with 13 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. No shot clock, obviously. As we hit the 7 mark, Wine still dribbling with 5. Down to 4. Wine still looking for something with 2. Just has to put up a 3 and can't hit it to go. So after 3 quarters, the Dutchmen lead 42 to 33. Jason, what have you seen so far from this Dutchman team that you've liked so far?
I think I've said this many times, but definitely their defense. They're really causing they're really causing Columbia to make a lot of mistakes, cause a lot of turnovers. They've showed a lot of good hustle, as we saw Boeri on that last play, really being aggressive, and they are really being patient as well as aggressive. And I think that's definitely very important. They don't want to rush anything, and I think that they've just all around defensively have really been very productive.
Dutchmen have seen production from multiple players tonight. Andrew Cisco, one of those included with 12 points and 8 rebounds. We've also seen Justin Morin, not exactly shooting ball very well, but he still has 8 points to his name. Mike Wine with 12. And we've seen Andrew Boeri, who had 7 points in the second quarter. He's played some valuable minutes for the Dutchmen this evening. So out of the third quarter break, as we head into the final 8 minutes of action here, Columbia will get the ball on the side out. Nasir Harris, the sophomore, gets it to Luther. Luther guarded by Boeri, puts on a crossover move, and he hits it.
It's a very, very nice shot. He was very open right at the basket, and it was hard to defend that shot.
Mike Wine brings it up to the court and gets it to Boeri. It looks like Columbia has gone into a 2-3 zone defense here. They get it into Cisco. Cisco surrounded by 4 defenders, gets it out to Marinopoulos. Marinopoulos hits a 3. And that was Green, excuse me. Kevin Green with his first points of this evening. Goodman kicks it, tries to kick it out to Adams, but Green gets his hand in the passing lane.
Let me tell you, I've said this before, but Green is a very underestimated Dutchman, and I think he definitely deserves more minutes. He is incredibly quick and very good shooter, as we see on this 3. Wide open. He's got a great shot, and he is really good offensively and defensively.
Schweinsfehler dribbling to the left wing. Boeri on him. He gets the screen and drives in the lane. He puts one off the top of the square and gets to go. Noah Schweinsfehler, 9 points this evening. Kevin Green to Justin Moore. They get it to Cisco. Cisco, using his huge body, can't get the basket.
Let me tell you, that's usually worked. This time it didn't, so he's definitely got to work on that. And, you know, plays like that where there's short layups, he's really got to help the team out.
Kevin Green takes the charge. Chris Adams went into the lane there, and Kevin Green just stepped up and took the charge.
As I was saying, very valuable player. He knows how to do good for himself as well as his team, and he's shown that many times already this quarter.
Jarrett Fortin will check in now for Tucker Zwanka. As with 6.5 minutes left to go, the Dutchmen lead 45-38. Wine dribbles into the right wing. He gets a screen from Cisco. In and out move to Green, up to Marinopoulos on the left. They get it in Cisco in the paint. Cisco with the half spin and one.
Very good move by Cisco. He is one of those guys where he is big enough to basically take on any defender. And in his position, he can't be afraid. In that last possession, he was, and now he's going for a three-point play.
Cisco draws the foul on Waze Goodman. Cisco's and one free throw is up and good.
I am kind of surprised. Gillen hasn't scored that many points compared to last home game. Only 47 points with 6 minutes left to go. And Cisco goes
Fortin
down.
can't get it to go. Goodman with the offensive rebound. He can't get it. Cisco pulls down the rebound. Dutchman going for more of a fast-paced offense, maybe into more of a half court. Kevin Green trying to take advantage. Gets it to Marinopoulos in the right corner. His three is off. Here comes Columbia. Schweinsfehler using his speed. Can't get it. The putback is not good. Morin saving it right into the hands of Noah Schweinsfehler, who read the pass.
Let me tell you, that was just really good defense by Columbia. They were boxing out, and the passes just went right to him for a really easy possession.
Line on the right wing gets to Morin in the corner. They're going to call a foul on Chris Adams. Adams reaching in on the pass.
Let me tell you, this is the bad time to be over anxious, because silly fouls cause, as we see Morin to go to the line, more points for Guilderland, and it's going to be a bad position for Columbia if they continue to play this way.
19 fouls for Columbia, makes it a 1-1 for Morin. He misses. Green with the rebound, the up and under fake.
Very good job by Green. Really got in there despite all the Columbia defenders. Got an easy layup out of that, and he's done a really good job so far tonight.
Kevin Green likes to use his athleticism. He just did there. Columbia gets the basket and calls a timeout quickly after. So the Dutchmen lead 50-42, as we see here. Morin's missed free throw. Green going up, putting up the up and under fake. Gets Goodman in the air and finishes with the left.
Let me tell you, that was a really good move right there, as I've said before. But what's really sticking out to me is all the missed free throws. It's really been concerning to see so many missed free throws. It kind of reminds me of a couple years ago when Gildan was at the Times Union, and they went to the epic 5 overtime victory when they won 102-100. They were missing a lot of free throws, and that caused them to go into so many overtimes. And even for any game, no matter how long it goes or if it's playoffs or regular season, foul shots are going to be important.
So the Dutchmen lead 50-42 here with a touch over 5 minutes to go. They'll get the ball on the baseline after Columbia called a timeout through the quick 2-point basket there. 50-42 with Marinopoulos taking it out, and he gets it to Wine. Mike Wine played a lot of minutes so far this season for the Dutchmen. Story is the same tonight. Wine gets it to Green. Green into the pinch. Cisco. He tries to get to Morin. It's tipped right back to him. And they're going to call a jump ball between Cisco and Fortin. Gilderland with the possession arrow will get the ball.
Very good work by Cisco. Really fighting for that ball. Very aggressive. And as I said before, aggressive is a very good thing when it comes to the basketball court.
Wine out of bounds to Marinopoulos into Cisco. Columbia tries to collapse, but it's too late. Cisco, one dribble and in.
Let me tell you, that is a classic move, and so far it has worked 90% of the time. Cisco's got to keep using that in order for Gildan to keep getting more points.
Fortin's jump from the top of the key is no good. Mike Wine, his 5th rebound tonight, going up, pulling it down one-handed. He runs the floor, gets it to Cisco. Cisco with the 2. Mike Wine going coast to coast, and he thought he'd get a defender to draw it. Dished it to Cisco. Defender did not draw, but Cisco was still right in his hands and finished with not the glass and just finished with nothing but net. Luther's blocked from 3. Goodman pulls down the rebound.
Sometimes it's just one of those unfortunate scenarios when you get a good block, but it just goes to the wrong guy. You know, it happens, but Columbia gets Another good basket, but Gillen is still up by 10.
Dutchman back into Cisco, and Cisco riding the hot hand. He's already got 9 points in this fourth quarter.
Let me tell you, Cisco, very deadly. We can't stop talking about him. He's the guy who gets inside, scores a lot of points, and sometimes it's very hard to stop him at 6'8".
Fortin, the runner in the lane. Wine brings it back up the court. Think they're going to go to Cisco here? They're looking for him. Can't get it to go. They get it into Cisco. Out to Green, to Marinopoulos in the right corner. His three is short. Green showing some hustle, but can't get the rebound. Instead, he gets foul.
Very good hustle by Green. It's been a little concerning with Marinopoulos. He's missed a good amount of threes, and what's also been concerning is that he's been very short. And he's definitely one who hits one behind the arc, so you definitely got to watch out for that.
Uther put on a in and out crossover on Wine. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Moore into Wine as Wine runs up the court. Cisco hustling for the loose ball between him and Goodman. But Goodman gets it to Fortin, who gets up to Schwenzfehler. Schwenzfehler takes it, and Kevin Green takes another charge.
Let me tell you, great job by Kevin, man. He's really shown a lot of good stuff this fourth quarter. Second charge he's taken of the game, and the thing is, he knows how to take a hit. He really knows how to cause offensive fouls on Columbia.
Kevin Green, one of the smaller players out there on the court, but still not afraid to step in and take one for the team. Marinopoulos tries to dribble and can't get anything, so he gets out to Wine. To Morin from the left wing. Morin's three's in and out.
It has been a little concerning, both Morin and Marinopoulos not hitting their threes tonight.
Columbia runs a fast break as Adams dumps it off to Goodman, and Goodman gets another two. So there will be a full timeout on the court. Dutchman lead 56-48 with 2:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter, as we saw a charge that was just taken by Kevin Green. Jason, 2:14 left to go. Dutchman up 8. What have you seen that the Dutchmen might need to improve on? We've talked about what they've done well tonight. What's something that I don't know if you could say concerns you, as we're only almost 3 games in now, but something that they might need to work on is we hit Shen on Friday night.
Definitely, I'm going to have to say this very vaguely. It is their offense. They've been doing a good job getting inside, but definitely wasted a lot of possessions on the outside shooting. Made a lot of missed threes, a lot of missed jump shots, and a lot of turnovers. They really got to clean up the turnovers, and they definitely got to work on their three-point shooting.
So the Dutchmen will break the huddle with the ball on their own baseline in the backcourt. The next foul for Columbia will be 2 shots for the Dutchmen, as Columbia has 10 team fouls. Justin Morin will take it out of bounds. He gets it in to Mike Wine as Columbia comes out into the, looks like man defense. It looked like they would go into a zone, but they stay in the man. Wine looks like to just dribble out the clock, as 35 seconds is still the shot clock in New York State high school basketball. So Garland will have to use at least 30 seconds of that as we hit 10. Wine drives, he gets out to Green. Green back to Wine. Wine skip pass to the corner of Marinopoulos. His three is nothing but the bottom of the net.
Let me tell you, great job by Marinopoulos, who was wide open. Didn't take a crazy shot, and made a really nice basket. That's the three-point shooting that I've wanted to see.
Fortin gets out to Schwenzfehler. His pump fake gets Marinopoulos in the air. He got in the lane and drew Green, so he kicked it to Goodman. Goodman went up, and he went up for the rebound. By the time he went up for the rebound, whistle was blown. They called a foul on Kevin Green, a little bit of a late whistle. But Goodman will go to the free throw line looking to cut the game to a single-digit deficit.
Let me tell you, that was a pretty interesting foul. It might have been me, but I did see all ball on that last possession, and definitely I've seen this many times so far this game. Gillen's been getting a lot of like little fouls, some things that don't really stand out.
So Goodman's second free throw is missed, but they call a lane violation on the Dutchman, so Goodman will get an opportunity to fix the mistake. And he misses the third free throw again. Cisco pulls down the rebound. Cisco now in double digits in rebounding this evening. Wine trying to break the press into the backcourt, gets it to Marinopoulos, who gets it back up top to Wine. We hit 1:10 left to go here in the game. 15 on the shot clock. Dutchman just looked to milk the clock here. It's Marinopoulos doing some useless dribbling at the top of the key, gets Cisco. Schwensfelder tried to come in for the steal, but couldn't get it, so Wine got it and gets it to Marinopoulos. Marinopoulos, hot hand late. Another three gets nothing but the bottom of the net.
Let me tell you, Marinopoulos is really coming alive, hit those 2 straight threes, and he's really starting to do really good shooting late in this fourth quarter.
Schwensfelder went into the key and got a jump ball. We see Jamison Moriarty and Stephen Warren check in for the Dutchman. Get some action with the final 40 seconds here. As Warren dribbles the ball up the court, Wine and Warren each take a break for the rest of the night. Dutchman up 14. Moriarty tries to drive, can't get it, so he gets out to Warren, who resets at the top of the key with 10 on the shot clock. Moriarty down to Cisco on the block. Cisco out to Marinopoulos. Was tipped by the defender Luther. Marinopoulos then tipped it, and it looked like it was going to go out of bounds on a Columbia defender, but Schwensfelder chased it down, threw it off Marinopoulos' back, so Columbia gets possession. Fortin throws up the shot, can't get to go. Green pulls down the rebound. And the Dutchman will win this ball game 62 to 48. So the Dutchman with a impressive victory to say the least. And they go to 3-0. They will play at Shed Friday at 7. Look to go to 4-0 against the Plainsmen.
Let me tell you, I've been really impressed with this team. You know, just as an ending statement, without Playtech, their big star player, they really bonded together and really have made a great team without their star player, and I'm really impressed with their offense and defense so far this season.
So Cisco, Wine, and Co. close out Columbia 62-48. For Jason Sindoni, Alex Poland, and the rest of our GHS media team, I am Jason Polatsky, and we close out tonight's broadcast. Good night.